Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone going today? Doing today, I should say. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am in the Pacific Northwest getting some work done on my van. Let's see who's in the house, and I'm going to have a special guest here in a minute. Hey, Nora. Nora's saying hello to Adele. Hey, Schooly Vibes. Hey, Stephanie. How's it going? There's Bat. Hey, Bat. Mo bang for your bucks. Tim, place your bet. Place your bet and see if Carol comes on time. Hey, if you bet against me today, you are going to lose because I am here. Hey, Adele. Hey, Adele. How are you? Debbie Johnson from Virginia. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Tim, you lost, Tim. Meh, meh. Hey, hey, Debbie S. Van Life. I've been trying to reach you. Give me a call, would you? Uh, Debbie says, I can't believe you didn't have more faith in me, Debbie. I am surprised, just simply surprised and astounded. Hey, Adele, hi in Virginia. Hello. Adele is saying hi in Virginia. Mo Bang is saying, I'm in Oregon also, not far from Portland. I am in Bend visiting my niece. That's Red. Oh my goodness. You're right. Not too far from me. I may pass by there. Lady Debbie S said, wow, made it on time. I did. I did. See, you vote against me. You're voting against wrong ticket. Hey, Graham says, snow in the mountains in the distance over this side of the ditch. Wow, that must be beautiful. Schooly Vibes saying, you're acting, Stephanie, are you a surprise that I'm on time? Really? Tim is saying, oh, you all winning. Yep, they're winning. Hey, No Man's Van. Hey, hello. Diane Della Roca, hello. Snapchat, you so jealous. That's funny. Where is the topic? Well, I'm going to be talking about some things have done on my van and some mods that I'm making. I'm also going to do a video on it later on. She Devil Adventures saying hello everyone. Hey, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travel is saying hello to everyone. Lisa, I'm going to have to call you either today or Monday because probably Monday. I lost my notes that I took on hello Ganecki from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. Hello. How are you? Hey, Janice is in the house. Wow, she was on time. What do you mean, wow? Huh? How is that? Mrs. S said, howdy, Glowbies. The more I research becoming a part-time van dweller nomad, the more I want to meet all of you face to face. Meanwhile, I'm glad you're here, and I am. I'm glad you're here too, and I'd love to meet you face to face. Hey, come on out to Quartzsite in January. Jolly made a comment. I missed that, Jolly. Can you come back around and add that? Everyone is saying hello, Tracy, to Tracy. Hello, Nora. Everyone at CTV is saying hi, everyone. Hi, CTV. Panda Chicken Mama is saying hi, Carol, and everyone. Looking forward to Lollapalooza 2022 in October. I am too. I am so looking forward. And Lola just announced that she's got the shirts on sale for it. So I got to send her a notice telling her to hold my shirt for me. Everyone is saying hello. Red is saying hello, Tommy at She Devil Adventures. Hello, I missed that. Hello at She Devil Adventures. Anyone else? Oh, Jolly Matilda, hello, saying hi to Tim and Red. Outdoor Travels. Oh no, lost notes. I know. I'm having problems. I was able to get up a short video today, but I had to just do parts of it and erase what was ahead of it because I couldn't go back. You know what I'm talking about, Lisa. But anyhow, so and I'm still not able to do my thumbnails worth a hoot. Anyhow, Mo Bang for your butt says we are so used to Carol being late, so we are shocked. Well, let me tell you something. I am typically on time, except for if I'm running errands for Jessica, which I usually am doing on Saturdays. But she's asleep. Praise the Lord. And because of that, and because we're away from where we normally are, I can go on my schedule. Hey, Schooly Vibe says, I'm helping my friend Lindsay build her van from the very beginning. Who was that said that? Come back around. I want to hear this. Graham says some girls collect shoes, Carol hats. My bride, I missed that. What does your bride collect, Graham? uh Outdoor dash travels. I'll be at Lola too. I know we're gonna have so much fun. Oh my goodness. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. CC Camper Lady says, hi Carol, watching from North Carolina, mountains in the rain. Ooh, I bet it's beautiful there. Jolly Matilda is saying hello to folks. Mrs. S says, Ganecki, how are things going with the farmers and the fertilizer issues? We are watching from the US because the whole world has gone topsy-turvy. Yeah, what is happening with the fertilizer there? Because if there's no fertilizer, then we're not going to get crops, and if there's no crops, you know what's going to happen. It's like a domino effect. No fertilizer, no crops, no feed for the animals, no meat, and it just goes on and on and on, and no vegetables. There will be what will there be a worldwide famine? I don't know. We'll have to see. It's just you're right. It's topsy turvy. It's just absolutely crazy. Alma Paredes, hello, Alma. Good morning, ma'am. Carol, good morning, Alma. How are you? Where are you sitting, Carol? Beautiful wooden cabin. I'm actually at Renea Dooserider's house. That's her channel, and she's going to be over here in a minute. Hi, V. Hinton is saying hello. Heather Blanchard is saying hi. Red is saying, how many camper vans does your wife have, Graham? Well, yeah, that's a good question. Nora says, hope you feel better soon. Rocks rolls on. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry if you're feeling under the weather, Rocks rolls on. Schooly Vibe says, I posted a video today of me helping her start building her beautiful black van. What kind of van does she have, Stephanie? We'll have to go over and check out Schooly Vibes. She said she's helping her friend build out a van. Oh my goodness, that should be interesting. Rocks rolls on, saying thanks to Nora at Arcuda. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're feeling better. I hope you feel better soon. Rocks rolls on. Outdoor Dash Travel is saying hey to Janice. Martina One, hello. Martina from my home in Huber Heights, Ohio. Hello. V Hinton is saying hi to Red. Lady Debbie, everyone's greeting everyone. Mo Banks says everyone go to number 2. Problem soils. That caught me off guard. Tim, you caught me off guard with that comment. Oh my goodness, I was reading it before I caught myself. No, I don't think we're going to be doing that. Mrs. S says, correct, Carol. And anyone who remembers 8th grade earth science knows the fertilizer put nitrogen, that's right, back into the soil on purpose because we needed to grow vegetables, flowers, grass, and everything. Yeah, it's once you mess up one part of the chain, everything kind of falls apart. So I don't know. I think people are going to start hoarding again. I think they're going to start hoarding food in anticipation of shortages. I don't know. Oh, Schooly Vibe says she's building out a Ford Transit. Oh, that should be very cool. I'm interested in seeing that. Sylvia Torres says, good evening, Carol. Hello to all the Glowbies. Are you still in Portland? That was a nice video. I am still in the Portland area. I was at a beautiful mansion, and I'm hoping to go back over there and interview the owner, but I don't know if our schedules will coincide. But yes, it was owned by go check out a very short video I have up today just on the Airbnb mansion that I was staying at. Oh my goodness, waiting on my van to get done, some redos on it. And I'll talk about that in a minute. I missed some comments, but Shara Mills says hello, saying hello to everyone. Oh, hey, Fordman. Kenny's in the house. Hey, Fordman. Nora says, should I block Tim's comments? I don't know. We're going to put him on probation. We'll put him on probation for a while. Graham says, stage 1 had 3, now down to 2. Not long now, and we'll be down to 1. Oh, need the money to pay for the new truck, to pay for the new van. Oh, my goodness. So, okay, I know what it's like. I'm trying to get down from 2 vans to 1, but I want to get everything worked out in my Glowmobile number 1 in case I sell it. I just want everything. If there are certain things that are not comfortable for me, it wouldn't be comfortable for someone else. So I want to get them all addressed before I sell it if I decide that that's the van I'm going to sell. Red saying, Alma Paredes, prayers for you. We are in America, too far away to help you. God bless. I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you come back around with that, Alma? Schooly Vibes is saying hi to Lisa. Um, Janice Williams says, "Oh, van redo." Well, I'm going to go into a little more. Not a complete redo, but a lot of things are being changed or added or modified. Mrs. Wonder Van says, "Hello, Carol and fellow Globies. Hello, hello, Miss Wonder Van." Um, uh, Tim says, "Oh, I go to my corner." Yes, and put on one of those pointed hats while you're sitting in that corner, Tim. Okay. Schooly Vibe says, "Bad bat." Yes, spank your hand with a ruler. V Hinton is saying hello, Outdoor Dash Travels. And Graham Whitaker says, "My first world problems." I know. Our problems, by comparison. Sharon Mills says, "I have been wanting to see your van." I'm going to show, well, it's kind of torn apart right now. So I'm hoping it's going to be ready by Tuesday. Um, but we'll see. Miss S says, "Hoarding has already started. I saw a video on YouTube teaching people how to dry cut up potatoes because there won't be any. Then I went to the store and there were 12 potatoes on the shelf today." What? And then I saw a video the other day. It was talking about how potatoes for what was it, a 6 pound bag or something, was $9. Remember how potatoes you could buy like practically a whole garage full for $5? Oh my goodness, it's just getting crazy. And they were talking about how a friend of mine called me the other day and she said she watched a program. It was talking about how a lot of seniors are not going to be able to afford food, and it was talking about over 250,000 seniors are going to be homeless within another, they said, 3 years. I would guess that it's higher than that. I would actually guess that it's going to be a lot higher than that. Um, Simply C is saying hello, Carol, Jessica, and Globies. Hey, Kathleen Klein. Hi, Kathleen. Hello. Here's some stacks, some snacks for your stay in the corner, Tim. All right, you can give them a couple snacks, not too many. We won't starve them, but we won't give them a lot. Mrs. S says, "Sorry, I go off the subject, but all the extreme behavior in the world is disturbing because it's based on lies, and who's going to pay? The little people, all of us." Okay, off the soapbox for now. Yeah, well, you make some good points that the little people will pay. That's the truth. Nora's saying, "Carol, did you take some nice photos of that beautiful house from your video?" I took some, but I'm going to go back over there and try and interview the owner. So I'll see if I can't take some more photos, Nora, and I'll send them to you. Um, Jolly Matilda says, "Just grow your own. It's extremely easy to grow potatoes." Well, you know what? What is it? Costco has these big containers that are for growing vegetables in and growing different things in, plants and stuff. So I think I'm going to get a couple of those and start growing stuff in my backyard. Mrs. S said, "Scrolling back to see what Tim said, but what is his username because I'm not finding a Tim. It's Mo Bang for your bucks." He was talking about going into the field. I'm not going to say anything more. Well, I'll say going into the field and fertilizer. We were talking about a shortage of fertilizer. That's all I'm saying on the subject. Nothing more. My mouth is zip my mouth on that. Ganecki says, "Dutch government wants us all to become vegan or eat insects and eat fake meat from a 3D printer. It wants the farmers out of business to make room for housing of refugees. It looks like an agenda." Wow. Wow, that's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. Um, I I I I don't know what's going to happen because you know whatever is happening in Europe, it's not too long before that's happening here. So we can see our future by just watching what's happening in other countries because it's not long before it comes here. Lindy and Lovey says, "I've been buying seeds but no land." Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Mrs. S says, "Thanks, Kathleen." Yeah, thanks. Nora says, "Supermarkets in New York are stocked up like always." Ah, interesting. Interesting. Hey, keeping up with Colorado is in the house. Ganecki says, I hope I'm saying your name right. If I am not, let me know it. Ganecki says, I'm dehydrating potatoes as we speak. Live in an apartment, no outside space here. Yeah, a lot of people don't have outside space, so you have to figure out how to do it in other ways. Um, Mo bang for your bucks. Tim says, Lindy and Lovey, use 5 gallon bucket. You grow vegetables. You'll be surprised. Yes, that's true. I saw people growing vegetables, tomatoes, and different things in 5 gallon buckets. That is so true. CTV, Carol, 30% of people that make 100K are living paycheck. Wow, that's crazy. I live for on under $1,000 a month. I'm sorry, but if someone is making over $100,000, maybe this sounds judgmental, maybe it is, but if a person is living on paycheck to paycheck and they're making $100,000 a year, I would submit that they're living above their means and that they need to adjust their lifestyle. If you're making that kind of money and you're living paycheck to paycheck, there's something wrong with your spending and you need to scale down, scale back your life. That's what I believe, but who am I? um Lindy and Levy, I know, but where do I put the buckets in a van? That's a good point. Well, maybe you can find someone who has, if you know someone who has a house, who will let you put 3 or 4 or 5 buckets, on the side of their house or something and do it, Lindy. Because that 3 or 4 buckets wouldn't take up that much room. It takes up a lot of room in a van, but not, at a house. Most houses have a little bit of space on the side. Mrs. S said, Mobang, oh, humans are meat eaters. Fertilizer only comes from poop from animals who eat vegetables only. You do not want to invite mad cow disease. Well, thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim, for helping to get us to get mad cow disease. Tim, stick to building vans and coming up with great ideas and great inventions. Leave the growing to the farmers. That's what I'm going to tell you, Tim. We're going to look to you for great ideas on how to come up with unique and simple solutions to build problems, but forget the growing. Forget that. We're not taking your advice on that. Tim says, good thing I'm surviving on rice. No. Graham says, I grew potatoes in my backyard, although they tasted great. By the time I worked out the cost, I didn't see the rest, but it sounds like it wasn't cost effective from what I saw. I missed that comment. Panda Chicken Mama says, nailed it, Carol. Yeah, I, I don't really, I can't feel sorry for someone $100,000 a year who's not, you, there used to be a Christian financial planner, and actually, I think that um, what's his Dave, the I forget his name, but he's another Christian financial planner. I think a lot of his ideas came from Larry Burkett, but Larry Burkett used to say, if you can't survive on one income, then you need to scale down. And I think that's kind of, I know that sounds radical in these days, but here's what he was saying, and here's also what another financial planner that I was watching said. If you have two people that are working in a house, but you're living off of one income, you can use the other income to put into savings. You can use other income for other things. And the key, though, is if one of you loses your job, you still have a second income and you were living on one income to begin with. So Larry Burkett used to say, hey, if you have to go down from 2 cars to 1 car, if you have to go down from a larger house to a smaller house, from a larger apartment to a smaller apartment, get your budget down where you can live on one income so that no matter what happens, you have room to expand, that the other person can go to work and I think that's really wise, you know. I don't have another person, so I have to live on one income. So you know, but Mrs. S says, Sue Paradise, some places in the United States are not allowing people to grow fruit and vegetables. What? On their own land, even just a personal garden that maybe you would share. The Where is that, Mrs. S, that you can't grow fruits and vegetables on your own yard. I'm hearing that over here. Where is that you can't grow fruits and vegetables in your own yard? Could you let me know that? I would be interested in hearing that. Huh? Hey, go girl, go! I didn't see you come in, a fellow New Yorker. Okay, so, um, Schooly Vibes has released the bat from his corner. All right, let's see. How long has he been over there? They say when you're dealing with kids, you give them 1 minute for each year. So Tim might be in his corner for the whole. Although we'll make an exception. We might let him out early. I missed that. Tim, come back and say that I missed that. Oh yes, Dave Ramsey. Yes, from Larry. I think a lot of Dave Ramsey's. Um, oh, I'm hearing echoes over here. Okay, simply C. Cost of water prohibits personal gardening in Texas. Wow. So now, what about just couldn't you cut down water on other areas, or I don't know. Vita Garden says hi, hello Vita. Vita Gaston. I'm saying garden. I've got gardening on my mind. Vita from Maryland is saying hello, hello. Hello, girl. Go. I already said hello to Go Girl Go, and Debbie is greeting her. Um, Mrs. S says, Ganeki, yes, I've seen stories about this. They're trying to protect the earth. I'm not talking about being a good steward, which we should be. More likely, they worship earth and humans come second. Well, there are some places that it seems that way. Our needs as humans, I think, should take precedence, but we need to be mindful and respect the earth at the same time. And I think we can do both. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to do both, I wouldn't imagine. Um, Vita says, live on the least income. That's true. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Alma is saying thanks to Redheaded Riding Hood. Sue Paradise said, wow, I didn't know that. Simply C says, we have well water, so it should be free except for what it costs for the well and the pump, right? No, we are charged for outgoing water that needs processing at the sewage plant. You know what? I hardly know what to say because it's almost every time you find something to lower your cost, it seems like big corporations and the government find some way to get a percentage of the money from it. Um, I just noticed my electric bill since I was gone so much. My electric bill was like maybe I don't know $40 or something, and that's really low. Uh, but then they tacked on $36 for electricity delivery. Do you believe that? So my bill was almost double what it would have been because they're now tacking on $36, regardless if it's zero or if it's $2, my bill, it'll still be $36 to deliver that $2 worth of electricity. Do you believe that? I just, Kathleen Klein says if people would track every penny they spend for a month, they'd see where they can cut back. So true, Kathleen. So true. If you keep a budget diary, you'd be. So many people would be shocked at where the money is going. Martin at one says if it's 100,000 a year, they need a budget. Live in your means. Yep, yep. Uh, Ganeki said, I had a great budget training as a solo mom for years. Being a solo mom will help you learn how to pinch your pennies for sure. Start taking cold showers only last year. Once I suspected the climate card would be played, my energy costs lowered, and that's $24,000 right there gone. I didn't quite get understand all of that, Kaneki. She Devil Adventure says, oops, I'm sorry, I missed that, She Devil. Sue Paradise says, love those cherry tomatoes. They do grow crazy amounts. Oh, I'll have to try that. Nomad Extended says, no, SDG&E fees are nuts. They are nuts. I couldn't believe, and they've gone up so high, haven't they? They've gone off the charts high. I'm wondering if it's happening all across the country or what. But I'm thinking that what's happening too is all these fires that have been in California and the fire season. These utility companies are not going to take those losses, absorb them themselves. They're going to pass them on to us. So, because I was talking about how high my insurance for my house insurance, my car insurance, it's like in the last couple of years, it's doubled or tripled. But again, different things. They're making sure, these insurance companies, that they get reimbursed for all this money they're paying out for these fires. Mo Bang says people forget that $100,000 is before. Oops, I missed that. Let me see. Um, that $100,000 also gets taxed. It does, but if you have, you know what? If you give away a lot, you can write that off, and then you're helping people and you're saving taxes while you're helping people. So the more you give, the more you can save on your taxes. I mean, it doesn't put the money back in your pocket, but at least you get to decide where it's going and what charities you want to help and who you want to help. So that's a way to do it, I think. But Yadeka says, yes, I spend more for delivering energy than energy use. That's what I think may happen to me this month. I may spend more for delivery of energy than energy use. Isn't that something? One of the holy, hey, my sister in love says, I garden all year. She has a beautiful garden, just a beautiful garden. Nomadic State says, I agree with you 100% on the fires. Yep. Also, the people getting solar, the more they raise fees to cover their losses. I was, someone was talking about, who was it? It was talking about how they went to solar and how they had a zero bill, but they got charged from the utility company. Oh my gosh. Isn't that something? Isn't that crazy? Oh my goodness. Martin one says, Schoolie, I learned how to make a budget in 7th grade in home ec. They don't teach that anymore. They don't teach budgeting anymore in school. They didn't teach it in my daughter's classes. I don't, maybe a lot of things they used to do. Renee is saying hello. Renee is over on the other side of me. You're going to come over here hopefully soon and say hello, hello. Well, I'm going to tell you briefly what I'm doing with my van. I brought my van back up to my builder because there were some things that needed to be adjusted, needed to be fixed, and also, when they tell you you need to live in your van to know what you want to do, that is so true, so true. Here's Renee. Hello. Say hi to everyone. Hi, I'm at her house, and someone who was asking about that beautiful wood cabinet, that's Renea's wood cabinet. And she's got a beautiful wood table and chairs that match it too. But
Quakers made it.
Quakers? Yeah. Oh, wow.
People in the black wagons and things.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. But I'm going to go off the comments for a minute. But and you have a video you're dropping today, right?
Yeah, I just finished it.
Did you drop it already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll talk about that in a minute too. But I brought my van up because the counter in the van would get really warm. And so I'm like, okay, this shouldn't, but it was underneath the refrigerator. But the refrigerator had a vent on top. But what I did was I brought it in because I wanted to do some other things too. But so what he did is he took out the cabinets, took out the refrigerator, took out the counter, and it's going to lift the refrigerator up to give it the space that it needs to circulate air underneath, and then is building another column to vent the air out in addition to on the side and in the back to vent it up the top and have a fan on top. But I'm going to lose cabinet space, and my counter is going to be about 1.5 to 2 inches higher, which is higher than I originally wanted it. But that's one of the things I wanted to discuss. Sometimes you have to make choices and you have to decide what your priorities are. And so in talking with Mark, who's the builder at Nomadic Customs, we talked about it, and I said, well, is there another way to do it? And he said, there is another way to do it, but that's not what I recommend. He and his builders and workers, they all sat together, had a powwow, and decided that this would be the best way to do it. So, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of cabinet space, but I have a lot of cabinet space. But ventilation is more important than cabinet space. So that's what you have to decide. You have to make those choices. Cabinet space is ventilation. Sometimes, floor space versus something else. I'll tell you one thing though, anyone who's getting ready to build a van, if I had it to do all over again, I would not have the bench set up and back. I have the two benches, um, because when you're driving 8 hours, and it doesn't take long, all you have to do is push it down, but then you have to pull the things over and put the sheets on and all that. When you've driven 8 to 9 hours, if you've driven that long in a day, when you get up out of that seat from driving, all you can do is stumble back and fall into bed. You do not feel like, as simple as it may seem, like you don't feel like pulling the cushions over, getting the pillows down, getting the sheets down, making that. So when we're traveling, we never break the bed down. We make it up every day, but we never break it down to the bench. What I would do instead, I would have the back section elevated so that it's a step up and maybe 20 inches or so, not too high that I can't step up, but high enough that I would have storage all the way across underneath there, because now I have the benches on either side on the floor. So that takes up what, a good 36 inches on either side that I could have as space. Now I do have um, space in those cabinets, but on the one side is the battery, so I can't have that space. And if I had them lifted up and the battery sitting on top of a platform, I would have all that space all the way across the. That's what I would do if I had it to do all over again. If I build another van, I will not. I won't have the dining room in the back. I'll just have the lagoon table in front, because I have a bench in front. We can have a lagoon table there. Or both of my seats swivel around,
Nice.
so it
Nice.
just so. But I also needed to, because since I had the one outlet that was underneath the benches, and when you're sitting in the bench, you just reach down and plug it in. But since we have the bed down all the time, to reach that outlet, you have to kind of get on the bed, crawl over, stick your head underneath the bed. I was like, okay, this is not going to work since we're not going to have it. So I added in the back pillar another outlet and a, you know, so we can reach it when we're in bed and don't have to do calisthenics to get under to get to that outlet. And
Yoga,
then
yoga.
yeah, and then we just did some other things. We um just the overhead, the cabinets were getting really hot, so we're adding fans. We're just checking anything that, when you build a van at first, you have ideas and you think they're going to work. They seem sensible, they seem logical, and many of them work, but some of them don't function as well as you think they would. So we're going back, and I made a list of all the things that I wanted to improve upon. And I'll tell you, when someone, after I finished my build was finished, and people were telling me, oh, you're gonna, when you do your next rebuild, I was like, they got to be kidding. After all going through this, I'm not touching anything. This is the way it's stuck. It's good. It's like this forever. But you know what, they were right. You will change and you will make modifications on your build. And so we're doing a number of things, and I'm trying to think of something else, but the major thing was lifting the counter up. And they're doing something for the pump in the under the sink. I think they're putting a macerator or something, I don't know, but it's to help even the flow better of the water, even though I already have a pump there. Sometimes the hose goes up, so the gravity, so where they're doing something. So all of these things, I had this whole list of things that I wanted to look at, and they're taking care of those this week. And so I'll show you some things, and I'll show you, like, the platform and back and the stationary bed. Again, those are things I would recommend if you're building out a van. Just just have a bed that stays put and have the extra storage. Anyhow, let's go back
Ma
over.
Bang says he doesn't change his build out. Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah. Tim, how many times has he
I
changed
know
his bill?
he's always changing something.
Yeah,
He
he's always
finds
changing something.
something different to do,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's fun because we see more videos.
yeah. Janice says, although I suspect, I missed that, Janice. Come back around. SKA Punk Alternate Living says, I just bought a champion generator for my camper van, so I can run my air conditioner. So it's going to be nice and cool. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous, because that's another thing. One of Mark's workers was telling me he went to a Tiny Fest and he saw a little portable air conditioner that's not even been released yet. And he's going to give me the name of it, and I'm going to reach out to the company and see if I can
Review it.
Yeah, if I can try it out and see how it works, because I need air conditioning. I really want the cruise and comfort, but that's like $5,000. I'm not paying $5,000.
Oh, come on.
Unless I win the lottery. If I win the lottery, I'll pay the $5,000. If I don't win the lottery, that's not happening. But you have to play the lottery to win it, so that could be a problem.
I was gonna say that because I don't play it, but I want to win it.
Yeah. So, anyhow, okay. So, Renee, tell us what your video is about. First of all, tell us your channel.
So, hi, my name's I go by Renea Dooserider, Renea. Doos, Dooserider, because, well, it's not the same spelling as a motorcycle deuce, but that's what I ride, a Harley Davidson deuce. And my channel's kind of about off-grid things, DIY things for my grandchildren, things for my friends, and then I like to follow everybody like you.
And you're getting ready to start building your channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on it. I am.
Okay, all right. So,
and my newest video is a DIY about a DIY awning pole that I got from Home Depot, and it's the
what do you
extending
call it?
Telescoping light changer for really tall buildings.
Go back and watch. I did a tour of Renee's SUV, and on top she has that telescoping light bulb
awning pole, yeah.
And she uses that as the base for the awning, and then you cover that with those floaties.
I cover it with black pipe protection for freezing pipes. Because I want to kind of make it incognito and don't want to paint it. I like the silver and blue.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, it works really easy. It was easy for me to make, and anybody can do it if I could do it. Yeah.
So she has a video that you just uploaded?
Yep.
Okay, so go over and check out her video. She shows you how to do that awning using that telescoping pole, and then you're using just tent poles to hold the tarp up.
I already own some tent poles, and I had carabiners too, but you could buy carabiners and then one bungee cord. And the list of everything you need is in the very back of my iMovie.
At the very end of the video.
At the very end, the names and where I bought it and so forth. And yeah. It's really nice.
You. Tim just put a link for your newest video. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. Oh, V says she subscribes. Schoolie says I'm subscribed. Oh, cool. Very cool. Red says Renee has a tour of Red's RV in case you wonder what it looked like. I sold it in May, though. Okay.
Lots of hits on that one. They love Red's RV, yeah. And Gracie's.
Kathleen says Renee likes to dance and can really bust a move or six.
Yeah, I do like to dance.
Okay, all right.
It's getting a little harder as I age, but I love to dance.
Well, we'll have to have a dance thing one of these days. You know,
we kind of did at the meetup.
Oh yeah, we did.
Some people didn't put everything on video. Thank God.
I didn't. It was on a Sunday, so I didn't record it. I don't really record stuff for my show on Sundays. But I was busting a move out there with you.
I have a lot of video on people busting a move that
you should put that up.
I don't know if they want.
Well, let me screen it
Let's
first.
See. Okay, yeah, I'll let you see.
Let me screen it. Anything that makes me look bad, take that out. It makes me look like an old fart up there trying to dance.
You were fine.
Okay, Rob and Jan Ken Van are saying hello. Hey, Kalina, hello from home, my friend in the islands.
Oh, nice.
Adventurous Spirits is saying, let's see. Oh, Kalina Pacificana. Aloha. She's saying aloha to you.
Oh, I'd love to be there.
Oh, wouldn't you love to be in Hawaii? Hey, Gracie and Jacques Adventures says hello. How are you? Alma says, what's the name of your channel? Let him know the name of your channel again.
Renee Dooserider.
Mo Bang, Tim, can you Tim says Carol can move. Yeah. Slowly but surely. Tim, can you drop a link again for put up the name of Renee's channel, just the name of it, and then the link. Ganeki says dehydrated vegetables and fruit could be. Oop, I missed that. I missed that. Kathleen Klein says, what happened at 022 stays.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, well, it stays with some very good editing.
Or trustworthy people. Yeah. I have a lot of stuff.
Okay, I'll look through that. We'll with some very careful editing, we'll say like
tasteful,
that. Yes, tasteful editing. That's it. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Red dropped your
I saw
thing, and
thank you.
Renea Dooserider. Okay, so anyone who needs that, there's the link. Go over and check out her channel and her video that came up today on that awning. And says, oh, everyone's saying hello. Mo Bang did it again. Thank you. Well, yeah. So, have any of you done any major overhauls in your rigs? Did you do any major overhauls?
No, I want to resell my
okay.
It's my everything, my car and my camper.
Okay, so you can't really make two major.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. All right. So anyone else? Hennessy the Black Rose says, I just finished making window covers. Oh, really? What did you use to make the window covers? Because I've been trying to start on making window covers for 2 years.
Maybe we should do it while you're here.
Yeah, maybe I should do it
Come
while
back
I'm
over
here.
I'll show you.
Okay, but what I want to do is I have that that corrugated stuff. I have that, and then I'm going to put reflectics on either side of it, and then cover it in fabric and have it.
That way it'll be R value pretty high.
Yeah, it'll be because it'll have the gap between the.
So I saw his video.
Yeah, I think that'll work pretty
good. I made
good.
One that way and went, no, I'm shortcutting.
But when you made it that way, did it really work well for?
I just made one, so he said test the one I'm showing you how to make, and then I did, and I was like, that took a long time for me.
Okay.
And I really want to go camping, so I just made them with fabric and reflectix and 100-mile-an-hour tape.
Okay.
But I use polyester so it doesn't mold or anything.
Okay. Catherine Klein says, laughing out loud, friends of the non-blackmailing sort. Yes, that's the kind of friends we need, Kathleen. Don't need anyone using those tapes against us. Oh my goodness. But they have this, it's a curtain. It's not a curtain, but it's a zipper thing that goes up in between the cab and they said it's super insulated. It works really well. I mean, it just changes 20 degrees, but it's like $1,400. You know, I'm not paying $1,400. So that's not even
a good seamstress could make that.
But you know,
snaps only maybe.
I think what I'm going to do, Tim did a video that showed how to put snaps in your curtain. And that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. Go check out Tim's at Mobang for your bucks. He did a video on the snaps in your curtain and then snap them in. Yes. In fact, Tim is going to be back on, and we're going to do Tim's greatest inventions, but we're going to do it when I get back so Tim can do it in person so I don't kick him off like I did last week. And that's why I'm here with Renee, so I don't kick her off when I'm trying to bring people up. But Tim, why don't we do that? I always have projects. Tim, why don't we put snaps in my thing? Because I don't want to distract them from the build that they're doing, because it's already going to be hard enough for them to get it done by Tuesday. This is just an example of what parents will do for kids. This is crazy. Hold on and see if you can follow this. Okay. My daughter's part of the Big Sister, Big Brother program, and she has a big sister, because when you're a teenager and you have a mom who's almost 70, you need someone closer to your age to relate to, right? To talk to and tell all the things you don't want to tell your mom, who she says gets too extra when she tells me stuff. Okay. So anyhow, We nominated her, my daughter nominated her too, for Big Sister of the Year. Well, guess what? Her big sister got picked for Big Sister of the Year based on my daughter's letter that she wrote, which I was very proud of. Well, I was, no surprise to anyone, I was a day late getting to Portland, which is not surprising for people who know me. So, but what that did, it ran us into the weekend, which I was supposed to be going back. So then I had to stay over the weekend, and the event is on Wednesday. Well, there's no way, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to leave here Tuesday and get from Portland, San Diego in one day. So, what I'm doing Monday, this is crazy, but because she can't fly by herself. Plus, it has a connecting flight. And that's, there's been too many horror stories about kids getting lost in the airport. And what if the flight was delayed or canceled or something? She's in an airport, God knows where, and no one. So I'm flying with her to drop her off. Her big sister's going to pick her up, and she's going to stay with her. I'm then turning around and flying back to Portland. And then Renea is going to keep Cuddles. Talk about the things that we do for our kids. I'm telling you, isn't it something? The things
I have an
we do for our
espresso
kids.
machine. I'll help her out. Make some espresso ahead of time.
Yeah, I was thinking I wasn't going to be able to come back until Tuesday morning. I was going to have to stay overnight in the airport, but I finally was able to get a flight out Monday night. Can you imagine having to stay overnight in the airport? Oh, and
I
then,
once had a stewardess take me home because that happened to me and I didn't know what to do and I was kind of scared. She took me home and then brought me back. A
wow,
stewardess. I know.
wow,
So
wow.
nice.
Oh, I tell you. But anyhow, Janice says,
Superman.
what are we talking about? Late. Janice Williams. Okay, well, you have to go watch and catch up. All right. Graham Whitaker said, I just don't get the logic in one person winning 1.2 billion. Why not 1,280 millionaires instead? Now that would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Jolly, Miss Carol looks tired. I am kind of tired, Jolly. I am kind of tired. I have been really, really, really going. Plus, we have Cuddles with us. The agreement with the owner of the mansion where we're staying was that we could bring Cuddles, but we could not leave Cuddles in the Airbnb by himself. I guess he was afraid that Cuddles would, have a panic attack or whatever, have a nervous breakdown and tear the place up. Which I can understand because it's all antiques and stuff in there. So I don't want Cuddles tearing anything up either because I don't want to have to pay for anything. So we have to take Cuddles with us everywhere. So that means we managed to get him into Denny's this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
You need one of those jackets.
we no, he just has his green harness on. We got him. I had him close to me. I don't know how this is, and they're looking at me. I'm looking at them. And they're kind of. I guess they're like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. So, but they gave us, I said, just give us that booth right there, the very first one. So if we have to leave suddenly, and he sat under the table, he didn't move, he didn't, but then anyone who knows Cuddles is a really chill dog. So, but, Ron and Jan Can Van says, that sounds complicated. It is complicated. Do you believe that? Good. Oh my goodness. But thank goodness for her big sister. Hennessy the Black Rose has been there, done that. Jolly Matilda says, yes, Miss Carol should get Mother of the Year. Don't ask my daughter. Don't ask any teenager if your mother is Mother of the Year. Maybe about 10 years past teenage years, they'll say yes. But during their teenage years, especially daughters and mothers, no, no. Adventurous Spirit 66 says, I'm so glad that Renee can help you out. Yes, we bend over backwards for our kids. We do. Renea Dooserider. Oh, it's Renea. No, it's Renee. Renea
No A, yeah.
Renee. No, Dooserider. Yeah. Her channel.
That's me.
It's Dooserider. I wonder if I can do a banner. I don't know.
Yeah, show me. I want to see how you do it.
You're asking me to show
I
you?
know. Come on, I've seen you do it. I don't know how you did
Uh,
it.
I don't know how I did it either. Let me see how I did.
Mhm.
I'll do it at the last couple minutes because in case
Okay,
if
in
I
case
kick
you
us
get,
off,
yeah, we're doing so good, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's not let's not jinx it.
yeah,
Let's
yeah, we're
not
doing
jinx
good.
it.
Don't ruin it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh my goodness. Um, Renee says Cuddles is a sweetie. He is a sweetie.
Yeah, red.
Team like, unspecified V says team like. Yes, team like. Hennessy the Black Rose said, I had to take my daughter to the inauguration. Oh, wow. I stayed in the airport for almost 48 hours just to make sure I handed her off to the right person. You know what? You you know our kid if our kids aren't safe, what else matters? You know? So you do I don't I know a lot of people, send little kids back and forth across the country.
We used to, yeah.
I'd be a nervous wreck. I'd be a nervous wreck, especially now with everything going on and all the flights being back then they used to really monitor those
Yeah.
kids. They'd sit them up front. They'd have a flight attendant assigned to them. They
Mm-hmm.
would get them from point to point A. That they can't even get pets someplace safely now. You know,
Yeah.
and you get to the airport and you're always reading about all these flights that are canceled because they don't have staff, they don't have pilots. So you get a kid to the airport and you have a change of flights and the can't flight next flight's canceled. Then what happens?
I wouldn't know what to do as an adult in airport.
You
And that
know,
happened to me. I don't know what
yeah.
to do.
So
So let
I
alone a
just
child.
I
Yeah.
wasn't willing to take that chance. And Matt about Madigan says, love to everyone, gotta run. See you later, Matt about Madigan. Thanks for stopping in. We're getting ready to close down shortly. I'm gonna do the banner in a couple of minutes just before we end. One of the holy says, Janice, where I am, I can make it go a long way. I'm in North Carolina. What can you make go a long way? I missed it. Um, Graham says, I'd be worried of Cuddles chewing the furniture. I've always found it a bit weird when I see ads for rent $1,000 a week, no kids, no pets. Yeah, well,
No kids. Oh my gosh.
no kids, no pets.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Adults are pretty rowdy, party,
Yeah,
crazy.
you can have. I've had adults do much more damage than kids have ever done.
Yeah.
Kids or pets have ever done, in a rental. So I don't know. But Gracie and Jock and I say hello from Helena, Montana. Wow, wow. Oh, Montana's so beautiful. Have you been to Montana?
No.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful there. Red says, I heard some kid ended up in the
Wrong
wrong country.
country. Oh,
Holy moly. Well, you know what? I almost ended up on the wrong plane. They told me my plane changed gates. So they told me to go to a certain gate. So I went to the gate they told me to. I gave them my boarding pass. I walked down the ramp. I was on the plane about to put my things up, and the flight attendant said something about, well, when we arrive in Los Angeles. I said Los Angeles, and I started thinking. I thought, does this plane make a stop I didn't know about? So I got up and I said, excuse me, are we making a stop in Los Angeles? And she said, no, we're going to Los Angeles. I said, no, I'm going to San Diego. And she goes, that's not possible. I said, yeah. She goes, let me see your boarding pass. And I showed her my boarding pass. She goes, well, how did you get on? I said, you're asking me how I got on? I gave it to the agent at the gate, and they checked me in. They had sent me to the wrong gate. They checked me in at the wrong gate, even though my pass thing said, and it got changed at the last minute. So I'm rushing, because our flight got in like maybe 10 minutes before the next plane left. So the gate change, late flight, racing over there. They get me in there, and I'm on the wrong plane. Well, can you imagine? You have a kid. So I can believe, I can believe a kid ended up in the wrong country. I can absolutely believe that. Regina E says, my kid is 35. Oops, I missed that, Regina E. Um, Come back and say that, will you? Graham Whitaker says, oh, yeah. Um, Unspecified V says, all the airlines are experiencing staff shortages. That's true. That is so true. From people at the counters to flight attendants to even pilots. I just hope they don't have any shortage up in the air traffic controllers when we're flying, directing those planes in and out. So Jolly Matilda says, my children had people who worked for United Airlines that were assigned to them and taking them from one gate to another when they changed planes. That's what they used to do. But I don't think they do it now
Before
with all,
pandemic.
yeah,
Now
with all
everybody's
these
got
kids
terms.
that are
Yeah.
getting lost. They can't be. Uh, El Marie Dixon says, "Hi, I'm listening. Glad I caught you. I'm glad you caught us too. Too. Would you? Oh, you're looking at comments too.
Yeah, Virginia said, my 35-year-old, I'm still taking too much care about him. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
They're always our kid, no matter how
Yeah. Doesn't
old they
matter
are,
how
right?
old they are. We're always still worried about
Yeah.
them. Well, we're going to be winding down. I am going to try and do a banner with
Renee. Yeah.
Renee's.
Silent A, good girl.
Let's see. Do a banner. Let's see. Create a banner. Let's see. I hope I don't. I'm. Um, is it two words
Yeah.
or one word?
It's 2 words.
Okay.
SERIDER. Yeah.
Let's see if this goes.
That's my
Is that
name.
it? Okay. There's the banner. I think it's gonna go. Did it go?
Let's see.
Let's see. Okay. Well. Well. It didn't go, did it? Well, at least I didn't kick us out. I mean, there's good
You
news and
tried.
there's bad news. The bad news is I didn't get the banner in. The good news is that I didn't kick us out, which is good news. But
2 words. Yeah.
let
Or
me
maybe it
see.
needs to go like that. I'm not
Let me
sure.
see. Let me.
Try it.
Nope, it didn't. It didn't. Let's see. Ha! There,
Oh, thank you. Oh, and purple too.
it's pretty
I love
big.
purple.
So
Gracie.
that's Renee's channel,
Name and channel. Yeah.
Renea Dooserider. So go over and check it out, and you'll see the awning. And I am going to say goodbye for now. Say hello to a couple more people. Adventurous Spirits says bye to everyone. Gracie and Jacques Adventures. Great seeing you gals up there. Good seeing you. Mo Bang for your bucks. Tim has a premiere right after this.
Oh,
So
okay.
go on and check out Tim over at Mo Bang for your buck. That reminds
Somebody
me.
dropped that.
Can all of my moderators, would you drop your links? Drop your links. And Tim is having a premiere right after this. So go check out Mo Bang for your bucks. And also, any creators, could you please put a C in there so I can shout you out and let everyone know that you're a creator and everyone can go over and support you? Any creators, would you put a C? And anyone who it's your first time in the house, would you put a number 1 so we can all welcome you? Glowbies, you know how we like to do it. We like to welcome everyone. So, okay, we've got, I know Outdoor Dash Travels. Lisa is a creator. CC Camper Lady is a creator. Gracie and Jacques Adventures. Nomad Extena is a creator. Red-headed Riding Hood is a creator. Any other creators? Oh, Robin Jan Can Van, number 1. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome. Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Red-headed Riding Hood, yes, is a creator. So can everyone greet Rob and Jan Can Van? Say hello to them. They're also creators. So go over and check out all of you guys. Go over. Ganeki says, nice to have catch you. Stay safe, everyone. Enjoy all the good moments. You too, you too. Better get some sleep. It is 1 a.m. here. Oh, thank you so much for coming in at 1 a.m. Wow. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you so much, Kaneki. And oh my goodness, yes, no, you don't have to become a vegetarian. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give in. Don't give in if you don't want to. Lady Debbie S. Van Life is a creator. And Nora K on Instagram. Go check out Nora Kag, Norakag on Instagram. Can someone drop her link, please? One of my moderators. Thank you so much. And everyone go over. We'll raid Tim over at Mo Bang for your bucks. There's Red, and Janice Williams says, hey Lisa, your vids are looking really good. Yes, aren't Lisa's vids? You're doing so good, Lisa from Outdoor Dash Travels. I mean, oh, they're looking so good. She's teaching me. I don't know if mine will ever look half as good, but if they look a quarter as good, I'll be happy. And if I'm doing them, if I can do them and get them. Okay, Simply C says welcome new friends. Renee says welcome Rob and Jan Canvan. Don't forget the. Oh, that's right. Don't forget the thumbs up, everyone.
And
I always forget that.
like,
Thank you.
subscribe, share out.
Thank you. All right, folks, we're going to end the broadcast. It has been a blast, and I will show you next week. I'm trying to get a real simple 3 or 4 ingredient cooking, what I do cook from the road, and also show you what some of the changes that I made on my van are. And I already told you if I had to do over again, I'd have a stationary bed with a platform. But you know what? You live and learn, and maybe on another van. Who knows? All right. Talk to you all later. Raid to Tim's. Thank you, Redheaded Riding Hood, for putting up Tim's link. Thank you, thank you. And we'll, thank you, Gracie and Jack's Ventures. They shared out your video.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Gracie. All right, kisses and love and sending love your way. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessings. And I will see you next week. And it's the week after that we're going to try and have Tim on again, but in person this time, so that I don't kick him off just as he's getting ready to show his good stuff. Okay. See you later, everyone. Go check out Tim at Mo Bang for your bucks. Bye-bye.
Bye.